Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium, CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
And TheAmericanCatholic.com, politics and culture from a Catholic perspective.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Rape, paternity, and Planned Parenthood. Police in Spokane, Washington are holding a 21-year-old man in the suspected rape case of a young girl. Authorities executed a warrant to collect DNA from the girl's aborted child at a local Planned Parenthood clinic in an effort to confirm the father's identity. Blaze.com reports that when the underage girl became pregnant in early August, her parents found out from her school and took her to the abortion mill themselves on September 20th. There is no mention in the article of whether or not Planned Parenthood will be investigated for neglecting to inform police of the incident. The Mona Lisa Project on Live Action's website contains documented footage of Planned Parenthood across the country repeatedly hiding the sexual abuse of young girls from police. But Carl Eastland, CEO of the Spokane area Planned Parenthood, says, quote, "We are a proud partner with law enforcement, and we work with them a lot," end quote. You can see video from the Mona Lisa Project as well as read the full article on our resource page by clicking the link right over here. LGBT bullying Christians. PayPal is allowing homosexual activists to influence its policies, freezing the funds in the account of pro-life advocate Julio Severo, rendering him unable to accept donations through his account as well. Severo, affiliated with LifeSite News and writer for the blog called Last Days Watchman, is on the original list given to PayPal by the same-sex activist group All Out, which is spearheading the campaign. The Christian Post reports PayPal says his account was shut down due to, quote, legal and regulatory constraints, while he tried explaining to them, quote, "I want you to know that we Christians love homosexuals, but we disagree with their immoral lifestyles," end quote. All Out's petition that, quote, anti-LGBT extremist groups damage PayPal's credibility has 37,000 signatures, but ProFamilyFreedom.net is starting its own petition, as other pro-marriage organizations' accounts are being taken over. If you would like to sign the petition to stop PayPal from bullying Christians, you can read the full article on our resource page by clicking the link right over here. Serving time in the pew. Nonviolent offenders in Bay Minette, Alabama will have a choice to make. Starting this week, they can choose jail time or be sentenced to a year of Sunday church attendance. Blaze.com says the initiative, called Operation Restore Our Community, or ROC, allows those who choose attending Sunday service to select their choice of 56 churches that have signed on to the new legislation, and requires the offenders to check in with police and the pastor of the church to monitor their attendance. Newstype.com points out ROC is designed based on statistical data that says offenders with attachments to the community are much less likely to offend again. And Bay Minette Police Chief Mike Rowland says it will save the local government from spending $75 per inmate per day in local jails. Rowland responds to critics who say the program is a violation of church and state by reminding them the program does offer a choice between jail time and church time. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
Schoolhouse Censorship. Soon, being on the honor roll may not be good enough to keep your kids in school. They might have to endorse homosexuality as well, if a recent development in Texas is any indication of the future. LifeSite News says Dakota Airy, a 14-year-old honor student, was sent to the principal's office by a furious teacher after he quietly told another student behind him that he thought, quote, being a homosexual is morally wrong, end quote. Dakota's mother refuses to accept a reduction of his in-school suspension from 2 days to 1, while bringing her attorney in on the matter, demanding a promise of no retaliation over her son's expression of free speech and that it be removed from her son's record. Her attorney says, quote, "Students don't lose their First Amendment rights just because they go in the schoolhouse door," end quote. But the school has yet to make a decision. German Shepherd. While some priests and bishops in America appear to be silent on matters of same-sex marriage and abortion, Pope Benedict XVI is speaking clearly on these matters during his trip to Germany. Blaze.com reports the pontiff warned a group of 30,000 young people about threats posed by abortion and so-called same-sex marriage, telling them to shun lukewarm faith while urging all Christians to stand united in defending traditional values. He says, quote, "We as Christians attach great importance to defending the integrity and the uniqueness of marriage between one man and one woman from any kind of misinterpretation," end quote. The Pope has warned young people in America and all over the world to keep fighting the evils of moral relativism and says that uniting on the fronts to fight abortion and homosexuality, quote, "makes a valuable contribution to building up a society equipped for the future." I'm Matthew McCullough. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And be sure to check out The Vortex today, where Michael talks about the latest CIA episode. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tell all your friends about us. And as always, God bless you.